Tropical Storm Helene came through some parts of North Carolina and really had its way. Now, this here is the elderly community that my mother lives in. Everybody out there is out of power, and I'm really hoping that some of the children, came to remove their parents from this situation. As I drove through, this is all I saw was trees everywhere. Just it's just hard. It was hard to get through, but I managed to get through and get my mother. Now, as I left to go find a grocery store because I saw that nobody had power, everything was fairly clear. So now it was just time to find some stores that were open so I can get some sandwich meat and make sandwiches for those at least in the area where my mother lived. As I drove, the stoplights were not working, so you was just kind of like on your own. You had to just drive like maybe it was a four-way, but people are not accustomed to driving that way, so it got a little weird and chaotic sometimes. But I drove and I drove, looking for grocery stores, but nothing seemed to be open except for as I got down, I saw there was a Wendy's open, and that was about the only place or restaurant that was open. Still hadn't gotten to a grocery store yet. I did see here where the stoplights were working, but that was just on this particular side of town. Now, as I continue to go, you're gonna see that Wendy's is open and there's a line all the way around. So you have Wendy's, and then next to Wendy's was a gas station. So people were trying to get food from Wendy's and getting gas from the station. No other stores are open. And as I come to this particular Food Lion in Cleveland County, no stoplights were working. And as I waited for the cars to turn and go their way, I already saw that there were no cars at Food Lion, so they were closed as well. That entire plaza was just closed down, and nowhere to really go to get food. So I just kept driving, and McDonald's was closed down, which I was surprised about that. And basically every restaurant in Cleveland County, plazas, they were all closed. So I just continued to drive, and I was hoping that Walmart would be open. So I drove over to Walmart, but you see so many cars, but we had to just wait and, get in where you fit in because the stoplight was not working. So as you see, Walmart is not open. Chick-fil-A was not open. So I had no luck finding any stores open to get food for the elderly. Now, Ingles was right across from Walmart, and they were closed as well. So I was like, what the heck? What the heck am I going to do now? Well, I kept driving until I saw this particular Food Lion. So shout out to the Food Lion over there by the Cleveland Community College. This was the only grocery store that was open. So shout out to those associates who came to work, and because without the associates, we couldn't get food. You need somebody to run the cash register. So I got food from over there after about 2 hours of waiting, 2.5. And I went to get gas and fill up. So as you see, cars are everywhere on just the side where I'm at. And then on the other side, it was even more chaotic. So it probably took me about 45 minutes to get gas. Now, as the night progressed, I went back out to the elderly community where my mother lived. And one of her neighbors is on oxygen. So I lost him. I called 911 to get some information as to where he could go. They told me, but as I went to get him, he was that particular night. The first night, he only wanted a flashlight, so I took him a flashlight. So I went to check on him to see how he was doing, to take him some food, but he was not at home. One of his neighbors told me that they saw the EMT over there, so hopefully the EMT took him somewhere, because I did find him some shelter, but I wasn't able to find him anymore. So hopefully EMT took him to a safe location. A lot of the children of the parents had started to come and get their loved ones, and some of the people that I took plates to, they were already gone. So hopefully everybody is okay in that particular community. Now, Governor Cooper, as always, has been on top of everything, and there's a lot of relief programs. Just all of the help that we need, he's making sure we have it in North Carolina. Now, this particular guy here, he says if someone is missing or you requesting a welfare check, just call 211 and select number 1. So hopefully this information is helpful. I do have a link for some assistance. I will leave it somewhere in the comments or bio.